Wiggity, what is up YouTube? JayBrandon back on the YouTube scene, just bringing you today a vlog. Today I wanted to talk about football. Football has been a main thing that some of the subscribers wanted me to talk about because I went pretty crazy, pretty hyphy just on some football rants back last year, the year before that. Today we're going to be talking about the 49ers halfway through, a little past halfway through the mid-season, and how good I think they're actually doing, and talk about some of the other teams as well. If anybody watched the NFL yesterday, you'll see disappointment all over the NFL. I watched RGB have a 14-0 lead, give it up and lose like he's done in so many games this year. I've seen Denver should have lost to Kansas City. Alex Smith is I like Alex Smith. I really am not a fan of Kaepernick too much. I'm a fan of his arm and I'm a fan of his speed, but his ego is killing me. He thinks he's too good for the NFL. He thinks he's too good for himself. When he has a bad game, he can't accept criticism at all. He gets really mad. He'll fire back at tweets because he can't take criticism. And that's part of growing either on YouTube, it's a part of growing in life, it's just part of growing in any aspect or any field that you're in. If you can't accept criticism or constructive criticism, then you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, because the only way to get better is to listen to people that can help you. That's why I'm always open to all ears here on YouTube on how to grow my channel, how to promote my channel, just how to interact with people. And I've learned a lot in the last year. That's why, I made a couple videos early in my career, like on YouTube. I can't even say career because I do this for fun. I don't make no money off this. I work full-time jobs, support my family. I do YouTube when I want, the videos I want, and I play the games I want. I'm just happen to be a really big fan of Call of Duty and retro gameplays. I just currently bought a PlayStation 4. We'll get into that in another video. I don't want to get into it in off subject right now. This subject basically is just football. And the 49ers, they played a pretty good game yesterday, but it's almost like when they get into the red zone, almost like last year, we have a hard time scoring. And I'm pretty sure there was 3-4 attempts yesterday that we had where we're within the, I'll say in the 20, we're in the red zone and can't score. And there was times that we're in within 5 yards, can't score. And luckily our defense is literally holding us in the season. There's games we won where we had like a total offensive yardage of 140 yards, passing 90 yards. Kaepernick wasn't doing nothing. Now I don't know if it's Kaepernick or if it's our offensive coach trying to switch his play style, switch the playbook. But we have to have the threat down the field as well as Kaepernick being a threat running. And we haven't seen Kaepernick really run at all this year. That's why the games have been close. They've been stopping our run a little bit more than usual because they don't know if he's going to do, the QB, QB sneak, QB fake, QB whatever you want to call it. But they're not expecting Kaepernick to run as much. And the reason the last 2 games he's thrown for over a couple hundred yards, which really isn't that much. Last game yesterday he threw for almost about 300. And that's a fair game. But an arm of his caliber and the receivers of our caliber, given that we just got back to full capacity, we need Manning. I think Manningham's coming back soon, or he is back, I'm not too sure. But once we have that full threat downfield, everything's going to open up and you're going to see the Niners come back. And they're going to start destroying teams even more than they are right now. And they're really not destroying teams. They're beating teams. And that's one of the things I don't like that Harbaugh does is he starts playing soft. And that's where this whole bullying thing comes into effect. Man, this is grown. It's a grown man sport. Just as every other sport, you're not going to see a NASCAR driver slow down and be like, oh, I only want to beat this guy by 2 seconds because it's being mean if I beat him by 30 seconds. You're not going to see Tiger Woods like, you know what, I'm a bogey the next 4 holes because I'm up by 9 strokes. No, you're not going to see that. You're going to see every other sport go out there and try to destroy teams. You don't see Serena Williams or any of these other people like, you know what, I'm not going to beat these people, 45-0. Or 6 sets to 5 sets. No, they're going to try to beat them 6 sets to 0 sets because that's the name of the game. But in football, for some reason, nationwide, high school, college, and even in NFL now, they're starting to play soft halfway through. Don't play soft. Put your third string in. Let them get some gameplay. Let them play hard. How are we going to teach, you know, the young people growing up in a society that you can't play the sports the way you want? You can't go in there and win like you're supposed to. That you have to play soft because there's parents over there on the sidelines crying that their kids are getting embarrassed. Well, if your kids are crying and your kids are getting embarrassed, then obviously this ain't the sport for them. Whatever sport that they're in is not for them. So maybe you should take them out, get them in a different sport. Or better yet, if you can't handle your kids lose, maybe you just shouldn't have your kids at sports, or maybe you just shouldn't go to the games. And I'm totally fine with that. I lost my dad when I was 7 years old. My mom couldn't go to none of my sporting games. It sucked, but you know, you deal with it. And the reason why she couldn't is because she couldn't drive, and not that she can't drive, is she prefers not to drive because she got in an accident when she was 17 on a motorcycle, which it rendered her like crippled, paralyzed. Had to get bolts and everything put in her arms, legs, and she's fine now. But now the technology back when that happened is starting to fail on her now, to where she's starting to need knee surgery and all this stuff. But all in all, the whole point of this was, if you can't handle losing, don't play the sports. If your parents can't handle losing by a certain amount, don't play the sports. Like a man, a kid, a boy, everybody hates losing. Especially men, we just hate losing. Like when I get into a Call of Duty match and I lose, and I'm the only one that went positive or anything, I'm just not getting no support. I'm like, how is this fun for the people that go like 2-19? How is this game fun? Well, pick a game that you know you like. That's why I don't even try to play Madden. I could probably be good at Madden still, but it's too complicated these days. I just don't even want to play it. But yeah, football is Raiders back to their normal selves, losing in the last seconds of the game, or defense is like the Niners almost. Raiders defense has kept them in the game. The last two games they won is because of defense, the takeaways and the points scored after. But they are 10 times better this year than they were last year. They're losing games close, and they're just not coming out in the second half wanting to play football. They're not committing as many penalties as last year. The Niners, I think, got more penalties this year than the Raiders last year. But all in all, it was a good week. Arizona lost. The Niners won. We need to win next week. Next week's the biggest game. I'm actually going to that game. I live in the Bay Area, I live in California, I live really close to the Niner Stadium. I grew up in Alameda, which literally can hit a golf ball from Alameda into San Francisco. That's why, you know, when big gaming events come down to San Francisco, LA, I would not mind wanting to go with the YouTuber, other YouTubers, just hang out, meet some people other than that. So if you're watching this video and you see it, hit me up on YouTube and I'll meet you down there. I don't even care if I can't get in. I'll just come kick it with y'all. I'll rent a telly, we'll kick it, we'll hang out, but it's besides the point. Niners need to step it up next week, and we need to play hard. Our defense needs to be strong, because we're like the 5th seeded defense in the NFL. We're going versus the 2nd seeded defense in the NFL. I feel our offense is stronger, but it seems like Seattle just has the Niners figured out. Hopefully we're taking their home field advantage away from them, since we're playing at San Francisco, and we can do something about it. If we could beat the Seahawks, we have a good chance of winning the Super Bowl this year. I don't want to talk about last year's Super Bowl, that gets me mad, but anyways, I don't know. Panthers is on a terror. They're a team to look out. I wouldn't count them out. They're doing really good. That's a game we should have won. That game, totally. I can't even get into describing how bad that game pissed me off. But we'll just save that for like another one. But this is my first vlog in a very long time. So if you guys liked it and you guys want to see more of me or some stuff like this, just let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if people ain't leaving as many comments as before because of this whole new Google Plus thing, which really sucks ass. They're kind of forcing you into something that you don't want to be in. But if you want to leave comments, just link it up or join it, because I don't even go on it. The only thing I do when I like my video to go up is just sends it to it. I'm never on Google Plus. I'm not on Facebook. I'm just on Twitter, and I'm on YouTube. And I have my own blog. It's on my YouTube page. But you know, that's all. Today's video is just me breaking down what I think the Niners need to do and just football in general. So if you like the video, drop me a like. If you're still watching right now and you're not a subscriber, join for more. And it's JayBrandon from PlayStation Raptor Nation, and I'm out.